Good morning and welcome. It's Thursday, the 5th of May. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you are all very, very well. Coming up today, we've got a normal stake day. I surprised myself. I really thought it was going to be a lower stake day. We've had last 2 days have been half stake. Monday was 3/4 stake, but I'm actually going to go full stake today. I found enough opportunities that I definitely think it's worth a go to do the full stake. So that's coming up. We'll do the review of yesterday and a very quick word on the golf at the end because it's only just getting started. Yesterday started well, ended well, too much rubbish in between. This was a really, really funny bet yesterday. So all of these got massively backed in, but only one of them, Marucci, was even half decent. So it was placed, I think, at 9-2 in the end, 12-1 on the channel. There was no rule fours, it just was backed in. Poet's Reflection went into 7-2, it was sixth. That one went into about 5-6-1 and it was down the field. Thapper VC, that was about 11-2, that was down the field. So it's really strange. So there was a lot of money gone for those horses, but they didn't really perform. So just got back a single on Marucci. And then in the second one, I think Round Hay Park was a little bit unfortunate. If you watch the race, it didn't quite get the breaks really, but it was ultimately about midfield. The Rabbit Catcher was the same, but then the next two went in and did place. So we got a little bit back there. So I made it 10 on 268 back yesterday. So started the week, lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not where we want to be, but from a context perspective, we are down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but we made more money than that at the weekend. So from that point of view, context is really, really important because it does start to feel bad and we forget about the weekend really easily, and actually it was a decent weekend, but when you've had 3 lost days in a row, it doesn't feel so good. Yesterday I said it was average, and it's hard, isn't it, because it did turn out to be very average. I like today, so just because I like it doesn't mean that we're going to do any better, but I like some of the opportunities today. So here is what I've got. But a reminder, it's a high risk strategy, so it can go wrong very, very quickly. So main bet of the day for stake, I'm actually done this as a 30p each way lucky 15 today on these 4. So there's 1 at Chester, 3 at Chelmsford. So yeah, I like all 4, so I thought I'm just going to up it a little bit. There's 2 lucky 15s today and one, I'm going to do some cross trebles. And I wanted to indicate that this one I think is better. So we've got the 340 at Chester. I was between a few. In the end, I'm happy with Fairmac, 18-1. Then we've got in the Chelmsford 530. That's the race of the day, so don't overlook that race. Classic odds-on favourite, but massive odds-on favourite, and then it's a really open field. But I think the Green Man is the solid one to go on there. So it was literally was first horse on the list today. So the Green Man in the 530, it's been backed in a little bit. It'd be interesting to see what happens when they get to SPs for that race. But 13-2 is absolutely fine price, solid second favourite. Then we've got 6 o'clock Chelmsford, last date 9-1. And then the 7 o'clock Chelmsford, your call 16-1. A watch out today is it's really variable between bookmaker. So Sky Bet are best on some, but actually Bet365, there's a couple of races where they are better for odds. Avoid Labrets like the plague today, and everyone else is a little bit in between. So do watch out for how many places we're getting. So at the moment, that is 5 places, but pending any non-runners for Sky Bet. Green Man Standard race 3, and those 2 are both 4 on Sky. So I think overall, Sky is definitely the best place to put your bets on today. So if you've got the option, do them on Sky. But there will be a little bit of variance for places. But yeah, I was really happy with that. That was a fairly solid one in there. So that is bet 1. Then bet 2, I've done some cross trebles. I was trying to remember, I haven't looked back, but I don't think I've done cross trebles on the channel before. It's not like I've never done them in my life, but but just not on the channel. And today I just like, yeah, I think there's an opportunity. We'll try this out on the channel. So this is not me experimenting in life, just to be super clear. It's experimenting on the channel in the sense that we haven't done it on the channel, I don't think, unless anyone wants to correct me. So I've got the 340 Chester, Group 1 Power and Fairmax. So Fairmax already in one of our lucky 15s, and we're going Group 1 Power as well. So the way this works is these are just trebles. There's no singles, no doubles on this. So if you are new to this, if the first two horses, neither of them get in the frame, then the bet's down already. So it's as simple as that. We need at least one and ideally two to get in the frame, and then we're on to a nice start. And then I'm going 355 Huntingdon, not anywhere else in the bet, and it's not an obvious race. I prefer there to be no non-runners. We'll see how we go because there's 8 runners in that race at the moment. But San Pedro de Sanam, 17-2, which we've backed before, and Ben and Gone, which you may remember for those long-time viewers back in February. That was the horse, 250-1 we had on the channel, SP 200s. Some of you got 500-1. It was third place. And we've not touched it. Oh, maybe we did want. Maybe I can't remember. I don't think we've gone there since. But today it's in the bet in the cross trebles, and then the 405 Worcester. And I look back. I haven't actually backed anything at Worcester yet. So it's the first Worcester bets. So no previous here in Worcester. And we've got 405 Colonel Manderson 13-2 and Del Duque 10-1. And that Del Duque is going to be in the last lucky 15 as well. So 8 cross 25p each way trebles. So if we get one in each of these, we make a tiny bit of profit. More than that, that's what we're looking for really. So that is our cross trebles for today. And the last lucky 15, that is £7. Sorry, that was my typo. So we've got the 405 Worcester Del Duque 10-1. Then we've got the 440 Secret 15-2. So those two decent handicaps at Worcester. Sky are paying 4 on those. They were 5. I think they've changed their mind, but they're both 4 at the moment. I can't remember which one it is. I think Bet 365 might be more on one of them. And then we're going to have a go at a couple at Tipperary. There's a couple there that I'm having a go with the prices here. And I haven't got much form at Tipperary on the channel. Only backed 2 horses. They didn't finish in the frame. So not much to go on there from the channel's perspective. But we're going 545 Beaverstown Bullet 25-1. And in the 615, my Gaelic pronunciation is terrible. And Droghid Isle, I think that is. So Droghid, I think, is the Gaelic word for bridge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone from Ireland who was watching. So I think it's something about a bridge. But my pronunciation is terrible. My understanding is better than terrible. So we're going that one 18-1. I've done it as a 20p each way, lucky 15, and then I've stuck a 50p each way double on the 2 Tipperaries. I know some of you are going to look at that and go, he's having a go at the Irish lottery. It's track dependent. Some of my Irish tipping is really, really solid on some tracks, and some it's a bit wayward. Tipperary, I haven't got lots to go on, to be honest. So, as an example, yesterday, Gowran Park, I've got a decent record at Gowran Park. I've got a decent record at Punchestown from last week as well. Some tracks, I will tell you, I've got a decent record. Some a little bit more there. Tipperary, it's a bit in the balance because there's not loads at Tipperary and I haven't backed loads. So that's what we've got today. So there are 3 bets. I talked about on Tuesday. Tuesday was the worst day of the week and it didn't go very well. Yesterday was average. Today, statistically, if you want some cheeriness, today, statistically, on Thursdays, is the most profitable day on the channel right now. Tuesdays is the least. Thursday is the most profitable day. So let's see if we can carry on the Thursday profitable theme or whether that's just a stat that you can just chuck in the ether and means nothing. And then quick word on the golf, only getting started, not gone well so far. Andy Sullivan bogeyed the first, and then he's also hit a double bogey on the front 9, so he's not great. And then Renato Paratori, he bogeyed the first hole too. There are only 2 golfers that have teed off so far. The stuff in the Wells Fargo gets going later, and our other golfers in the British Masters are later as well. So not a great start of the golf, but it's basically like a horse race where your 2 horses have stumbled coming out the gates. Basically, that's what's happened. So we'll see how the rest of it goes. All right, that is me. I'm expecting tomorrow to be a busy day. There looks like there's a lot of races going on, so we'll see where we get to. But there's some nice meetings tomorrow, and as long as the field sizes hold up, should have a decent day on it tomorrow. But good luck today for you. Good luck for me on the channel, and if you're following our bets. And we will see where we're at in the morning. Thanks very much. Cheerio.